1 week from the first night of Hanukkah, the 8-day festival of lights in the Jewish faith. And this morning we're learning more about Hanukkah traditions from Dan Raskin, the owner of Manny's Deli right here in Chicago. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So share with us the meaning of Hanukkah in the Jewish faith.
So the story of Hanukkah is basically two parts. The first part is the temple that was destroyed. It was the second temple. There was only a little bit of oil left that was supposed to last one night, and it ended up lasting 8, and that's why we have 8 days of Hanukkah.
And that's the significance of the menorah too, right?
Yes, that's correct. There's one for each night.
Tell us about the Dreidel.
So the Dreidel is basically a game that you play at a typical Hanukkah celebration.
And this is the Dreidel here?
Yes, and each part has a different symbol, and it means to take, whether you win, you take part of everything, or
because it's all listed on there,
right.
So whatever it falls on, that's what you get.
Right. So typically we play with Hanukkah geld, which is like little chocolate money.
Very nice. Now, the food here, I wish everyone at home had smell-o-vision. It smells so good in here. Tell us about some of the food you brought.
So this is probably our most famous and traditional item. It's potato pancakes, or Latkes, and we serve them all year round at Manny's, but they're very popular right now, and they're typically served with applesauce and sour cream.
Now, what is in this that smells so good? Obviously ground up potatoes, but what else gives it that cohesiveness?
So ours are potato, onion, and egg, and then it's also held together with flour.
I wondered about that. So then you just deep fry that?
Yeah, it's pan fried, and then like ours are a little bit thicker than a lot of other places, but it really gives it a great crunch in the outside and chewy in the middle.
And you have an Israeli donut here, sufganiyot?
Yes. So typically the point of eating these foods is the oil that they're fried in represents the oil miracle of Hanukkah. So we also have donuts, which is an Israeli donut, and it has filled with raspberries.
Again, smells delicious. So there are people who may want to make these things at home. You've got a cookbook.
Yes, so last year we came out with our cookbook, and the Latkes are in the cookbook, so we are sharing the recipe with you guys. We sell the cookbook in the restaurant and online, but we will also be posting the recipe online for you guys.
Now, what if someone doesn't have enough time to be able to make all of these delicious things at home? Can they order from you? And if so, how long should they wait to place the order? Should they do it right away?
Of course. So we're taking orders. I will always say call ahead because there's limited quantities that we can make. But it's about a week out, so we typically start getting calls around now for the holiday. And just call, place your orders, and we also let people come in and celebrate Hanukkah in the restaurant.
I was going to say, you do have a lot of people coming in and celebrating the tradition right there in the restaurant.
That's correct.
Up to how many people sometimes? Like entire families, I would assume,
right? We have
right?
entire families. We have groups 20, 30, 40, so we're excited to have everybody.
It's great. Well, again, thank you so much for sharing your Hanukkah traditions with us. And we're going to also have these recipes on our website for you, the potato latkes and also the Israeli donuts. You'll have that later on CBSChicago.com a little later on this morning.